What's going on, guys? It's Wilson and Glenn back on the Function Powersports YouTube. Today we're talking all about the BFG Goodrich Mud Terrain KM3 tire. Make sure to give the video a like and subscribe to the channel so you can see more content that we put out all the time. Right on, let's get into it.
So, as Wilson said, we got the BFG KM3 sitting right here, which is what all of us ATV, UTV guys call it really, because BFG Goodrich is just kind of a long name to say. And really with this tire, it's something that we see all over the place on just about any kind of machine build you can think of, because this tire comes in 27-inch and up sizes, where on Function Powersports, you're gonna find it in a 27 up to a 35 for a 14 and 15-inch wheel. So very versatile sizes for that whole range of even some ATVs running this tire. And it's just one of those tires that's an all-around purpose of everything off-road, mud, sand, rock, trails, anything, you name it. It's got a nice lug to this tire that just allows you to enjoy that ride and also just not easily get stuck. So I guess, you know, Wilson, he's actually ran a brand new RZR Pro with this setup on there. You know, talk a little bit about how it performed in your experience there.
Yeah, so I mean, obviously we've kind of put these tires to test on a few machines that we've had. We've done some 0 to 60 launching on the street. We've done a bunch of mud riding, trail riding, kind of all the differences. This tire really is, you know, kind of what we talk about it as being the all-around tire. It's so universal. Any type of riding that you're gonna do, whether it's on rocks, whether it's in the sand, dirt, hard pack, anything like that, mud, this thing's really gonna take you where you need to go. I ran it on the RZR Pro for, you know, obviously 2 days on a 100+ mile trail ride, something like that, and it never skipped a beat for me. So really, I mean, when it comes to the traction, the different environments that you can throw this thing through, this thing always performs for us. It is obviously one of our #1 sellers because of that, and I think it's one of the #1 ran UTV tires in the market because of that. They've just really dominated for the actual all-terrain tire market.
That, and just to touch a little bit about the sidewall design on this and the protection, it's nice to have a UTV tire that's gonna have some of that sidewall lug protection, because when you're on an off-road trail, you're going up against sharp rocks, maybe climbing up a big hill climb, you got that protection so you're not just gashing the side of the tire.
Right.
So it's a really good all-purpose tire is what we see it as.
Heck yeah. Yeah, and I mean, like I said, the name Mud Terrain, you know, you might think it's just a pure mud tire.
Which is definitely not.
Right, it's definitely not. I mean, you know, it's Mud Terrain, but on the tire, they've got listed Baja Champion. I mean, you know,
it's a lot of hard pack trails. And
exactly, and that's really where we see a lot of these. You know, a lot of the hard pack guys run this. A lot of the trail guys are running this. Obviously, if you're running a mud tire, there's a lot more aggressive ones, but if you're not, like, you know, running it through deep mud bogs, this is obviously the tire that really is going to function in every single aspect of riding that you're going to probably encounter, especially, you know, when you're transitioning from roads to trails to rocks, you're doing all of that. This is definitely the tire that you're going to want to have.
And talking a little bit about the road riding, so the BFG KM3 here, this is the ATV UTV purpose tire, which is not DOT rated. Now, if you did want a BFG Goodrich KM3 Mud Terrain, you can get it in a DOT rated light truck tire. So if you're someone that's running a ton of roads, or maybe you're in a state that it's legal to drive down the roads, you know, I would definitely recommend getting that DOT rated BFG version of this tire, because it's just gonna hold up so much better. It's got a little bit harder compound to it, whereas these ride amazing on the road, but you're gonna wanna rotate your setup to actually preserve them for the miles that you might be throwing on them.
A little bit softer compound versus a truck one that's used to being on the road.
And it's designed for, you know, a truck that weighs 6,000 to 8,000 pounds maybe versus your 1,500 to 2,000 pound UTV.
Right, exactly.
So
exactly. Well, I mean that kind of wraps it up for us, I think, for this tire. You know, obviously, like we kind of said, this is arguably one of the best all-terrain tires on the market. We love it. We run it on a lot of things that we can. We put it through some tests, you know, kind of going in there. So, I mean, obviously make sure to like and subscribe to the channel. If you guys want to see any more tire reviews, comment what tire you guys might want to see us review and talk about. We'll be glad to do it. I'm Wilson.
And I'm Glenn.
Function Powersports YouTube. Peace.